All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for game number 2 of Too Bad versus QPR. This is the second game of a best of 3 in the round 2 of the RD2L Season 3 playoffs. I'm Have No Pity, joined by Xylem, and
Hello.
we are in for an exciting game 2, I think.
I mean, even though Too Bad lost pretty thoroughly in that game, they still were fun to watch. Like, there were some good team fights from both sides. It was good.
Yeah, and I'm holding out on the fact that I think that they might have had some weird lanes and some issues with their heroes. So we'll see how it goes for game 2. But the exact same bans. We see the Slark and the Bristleback from QPR, followed by the Invoker and the Death Prophet from Too Bad.
That's interesting.
So that indicates to me that these are scout-based bans.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go.
So let's see what we see from Too Bad. And we're going to see Miranda again. I actually don't mind this pickup. I think they used Miranda kind of effectively the last game. Not getting the best farm, but still a great hero. Their player that played him, Slammy, did pretty well. So we'll see how they do in this game.
He missed a couple arrows that would have been nice to hit, but overall not successful. He was successful.
Yeah. Meanwhile, QPR gets 2 picks here. They could go with anything. They could go with Viper again, which would be a nice challenge to Too Bad to say, hey, how do you want to beat this guy this time?
5 seconds. Reserve time.
They could go with something like a Lich. There's so many options here. They can have their Timbersaw again, and it is going to be the Viper. I like this pick by them.
A mirror draft once again.
And like I
Not
said,
even a mirror. It's going to be the exact same draft.
yeah. I like
I
this
mean-
Viper pickup a lot.
You pick good heroes. You want to pick the same good heroes again. I get it.
Yeah, and this is a playoff game. I mean, if QPR wins, they go on, so there's no reason to be fancy. Like, you basically won the mid-game with the Viper. Why not do it again?
5 seconds.
So, and honestly, I'd like to see them pick up a Timbersaw here. Why not? Witch Doctor, interesting choice. What do you think about this?
I think that I needed to grab some water. I think that Witch Doctor is really good, but pretty luck dependent, especially early on. Like, you need good cask bounces. His Maledict isn't technically random,
10 seconds to go.
but it's a pretty hard spell to hit, so it feels kind of random, especially at like the amateur skill level, to make
Yeah.
sure that it lands. And then his Death Ward, it randomly picks a target. If it picks the right target and burns them down,
No,
awesome.
you can target the Death Ward, I believe.
What?
You can target the Death Ward, I believe. If you click on it, you can right-click on things. Yeah, I learned this recently, too. My mind was blown.
10 seconds to go.
I have been playing wrong for 8 years now.
I was going to say, I've played Dota for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, and I did not know this until a few weeks ago.
Reserve time.
Oh my
but-
god, that changes not everything.
Can you check on that for me? But I do believe that's true.
I don't know how. I guess I can
Just Google it. Yeah. Anyways, that was exciting. But we see the Abaddon pickup. Great support, and I think this will help Too Bad be a little more survivable this game. The Bane ban, again, mirror ban. You ban the Bane against the Mirana. It's very common. And then the Crystal Maiden ban. I like this because you get her in there with the Witch Doctor and his Maledict, and there's just going to be a difficult lane.
The Death Ward can be controlled and made to attack a specific target. Wow. Wow.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Dota 2 classroom for the evening.
God,
Dude, I didn't know that either, and I was like, wait, what?
I've been playing Dota about as long as you, and we've been playing Dota a long time, and we're not that bad.
I was going to say, we're not
that
good,
bad.
but we're not that bad. But yes, you can. But I don't know.
Fuck.
Anyways, I need to get back to the draft. So we have Rubik banned out, which I think is a good choice. He was a great player. And we see the Venge banned out, which is, I think she's an underrated support, honestly. And then the Lion pickup.
I think Lion is so disgustingly good right now. Like, just so good. So much stun, so much damage, just everything you want out of a support.
Yeah, I don't know why he isn't picked more. I mean, how many supports have 2 stuns and free mana, like at level 3?
Yeah.
It's
And I mean, God forbid he gets farmed. He's got an AoE 1000 damage ultimate.
yeah, right. I mean, he's incredibly good and very underpicked right now. We see the Weaver picked up. I like this because I think that looking at QPR's pickups, they're thinking of doing a tri lane. They might not. They could dual lanes very easily, but I think Too Bad is counting on a tri lane and counting on putting Weaver up against it. And Clinks indicates that this is going to be an off lane Clinks matched up against a Weaver.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's
I mean,
what.
Viper and Clinks are both pretty decent against Weaver. Viper and Clinks can act. I mean, they can really go in any of the 3 lanes. Like, I think there's more flexibility here than you're giving them credit for.
No, I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of flexibility. I just think that with how P Diddy did on the Viper last game, it seems.
Reserve time.
I don't know. It seems like a very good option to put him on that again. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Too Bad is going to take a little bit of time for this 4th pickup. They could pick up another support, or they could go for mid. I would expect a support, honestly. Although oh no, it's going to be a Storm Sphere pickup. So this matches up better than Juggernaut against the Viper for sure, but it's still not a perfect matchup.
No, I would not want to be the Storm Spirit trying to go up against the Viper because you're so squishy. Viper, I mean, until you hit 6 as a Storm Spirit and can get away, Viper is bad news bears. Your range is not that big on Storm Spirit. Viper is going to be hitting hard. You don't have that much HP. That's a rough time in mid.
Yeah. And so we see the ban out of the Shadow Shaman, which is interesting. He's a good support. I mean, there's no reason not to ban him, I guess. But and then we see the Bounty Hunter ban again, and I like this ban, although I don't know about lane choices, but I guess I think maybe it's a farming Clinks. I'm not sure. I mean, QPR could do something like Sven here. That could be a really good offensive tri-lane.
Or just Ember Spirit again.
Or just Ember. Yeah, that's true. Locke did fine on him last game.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
What's it gonna be?
Reserve time.
I'm
I
excited.
just want to point out Dante's Inferno's icon, the Patrick with the giant mouth. It is making me laugh right now.
You know what's making me laugh? Sniper getting
Sniper.
picked up. I'm curious why.
Shrapnel has gotten buffed a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go.
But you're
Yeah.
not convinced.
But it's Sniper. Like, Sniper has terrible escapability. He doesn't have a stun. He does okay damage at the beginning of the game, but he really needs to farm up a Desolator or something to be really useful in team fights. And he's so squishy. But then again, I guess Too Bad doesn't really have a lot of CC. They have...
So if Storm Spirit jumps on Sniper, Sniper's in a pretty tough place.
Yep.
If
User
Murana
joined
does
your
that.
channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Hey, are you still there?
Yeah, I need to make... Oh, it was you. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Murana can pick Sniper off really easily with a combo of her arrow and her Star Storm.
Star
is what it is now,
Storm.
apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Style points, I guess. Are they going to put Sniper mid? Are they going to put Sniper in the lane? Who knows?
10 seconds to go.
Enigma, yay! I'm happy. I'm happy.
Black hole.
Black hole! No, I mean, honestly, this is... They're going to do a dual lane, Enigma in the jungle, try to get that team fight. I like it. It's going to be hard to deal with the CC of Lion out there. But, hey. Oh, and Sniper's freaking headshot. Ugh. The worst against Black Hole. You have to get Sniper in it. But anyways, I will start with the Dire. We see Slammy again on the Mirana. Great hero. And he played well on it last game. It looks like he's going to be in the bottom lane going long. Just not nice. Poor guy. He's playing the Storm Spirit. This guy, I feel bad for this guy. He's had a tough life. You can see it in his eyes. It's a tough life. Anyways, in the top lane, we have Tank going out on the Abaddon. And then he'll be supporting Handlin on the Weaver. And then Spray Rate, I assume, based on his demonic conversions, is going to be in the jungle. And do you want to do the Radiant?
And on the top lane, we've got Locke doing the Sniper, and I did your dad doing the Lion. We've got Osceola, the new player coming in on the Witch Doctor. In mid, we actually have Dante's Inferno doing the Viper instead of P. Diddy like we had last game. And then on the bottom, we have P. Diddy in safe lane playing the Clinks.
Yep, and I mean, I think that P. Diddy's... It seems like he's one of their high skill cap heroes, or players. It's hard to tell because he did so well and the other players did well as well, but I think they're hoping to get him on the Clinks and just get him farming really, really well against this... Actually, excuse me, it's going to be a solo off-lane Slammy. I didn't actually recognize that. See how it goes. This top lane, we'll see how Handling can do. It looks like they're going to try to get a kill here. Alceol's hiding in the top. All they need is any type of stun from the Lion, which is going to come in. He's going to try to get Handling, I think. Alceol's thinking of rotating out. He's going to get a cask. He does get a cask. It does not bounce, though. The Lion stun does catch Tank, but he's got his shield up.
Aphotic Shield is so strong against an early gank like that.
It basically stops it.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you wanted to gank me? That's too bad. And top of the leaderboard, we've got Enigma with 5 last hits because he's in the jungle.
Woo! Woo!
Alceol's not in the greatest position. I guess he's got Lion there to protect him, but he's just level 1. Locke being incredibly annoying with his headshots. Pressing that RNG button over and over again. Really good. We see a Sentry Award there? I'm not really sure. Oh, for the Weaver. I'm an idiot. Disregard. Alceol's thinking of throwing in his cast again, but he's not going to get anything. Let's take a quick look at the mid lane. It looks like just not nice. This game is actually doing okay. 6 last hits for the... Excuse me, how many does Viper have? 5 last hits for the Viper and 4 for the Storm. So at least this game he's got a last hit before 6 minutes. That's good.
It's a lot easier when you have a ranged attack.
It helps.
Yeah. P. Diddy is hanging out bot, doing pretty well for himself, it looks like, but not really under any pressure.
No. I mean, this is going to be a very passive lane, I think. I think they're just trying to get Slammy his farm this game and then have him rotate around later. Top lane, still just kind of this aggressive tri lane. They're trying to make it work, but if there's one hero that shuts down aggressive tri lanes, it's in Abaddon. And Handlin is doing pretty well on these last hits. He's got, well, actually, no, he's got 5, so he's actually not doing that well. I take that back. And it's because Locke is being annoying with headshot and take aim. We're not going to see a cast by Alceol. Going to rotate back around. They don't have vision on Tank right now, which is... They could throw a cask in there and try to get a kill on the Handling, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. They're going to get a stun on him, maybe? He is under the... Oh, he's going to see that attack animation. He should know now that there's a ward there. A little bit of a mistake by Alceol. Got to turn off auto attack, bro.
Things I would say right now are in a relative stasis across the map. We do have a Storm Spirit with an invisibility rune, but I don't think he's going to be able to make any big plays with that.
This is a much happier mid player than last game.
Yeah.
Top lane, the X's and the O's are close, but nothing is really happening. Just saying hi.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty static situation across the board. We do have Clinks leading in gold. Mirana not doing that great, definitely getting harassed pretty hard by the Clinks right now with those searing arrows.
Yeah, if we look at net worth, there's not that much spread in it right now, but again, we see greens on top of the reds, so it looks like QPR is again eking out a little bit of a lead early. Very little bit of a lead.
Yeah,
Man,
no, this is a much more even game.
that Storm Spirit would have really liked that regen rune, but instead Witch Doctor's going to pick it up, preventing the Storm from picking it up. Storm is thinking of going on Inferno, and he does. And actually, Slammy's there. They should definitely get a kill here. The uphill. Oh, the Lion eats the stun, but it's actually not enough. Hex. Uh-oh. Just Not Nice is in trouble. Oh, he's going to get out. So that's a great play. First blood for the mid. Much happier this game than last game.
Who knew? Ranged versus range is a better matchup.
Who knew? That matchup last game, I would love to talk to the captain after this and ask him about it. Maybe I'll try to do that. Meanwhile, taking a look at the last hits. Again, green's the top of the reds. It looks like eking out a little bit of last hit advantage, but much more even than last game. Storm Spirit actually doesn't go back. I'm surprised he isn't bottle crowing because he really needs a little more health to deal with this Viper who's a level 6. Oh, and the Viper does hold him, but he is able... No, he does not disjoint it. It hits him before he hits the ball lightning.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Little bit of motion on the top lane, but not much. So with the amount of stuns that they have on this top lane, I'd really like to see them rotate into the jungle. We do see the ping come out. They are possibly going to try to go on the Enigma soon, but we get the cast coming out. He did hit the Maledict, but he's not going to get that.
Oh, Storm comes in, though. He's going to get a pull on LCL. This should be immediately dead, and he does do it down immediately. Great rotation. Zips in again. This Storm Spirit is pissed from last game. He wants to get some kills. He's coming back in. These supports are low, but that's going to be it. They're going to get out.
That was a great defensive stun from I Did Your Dad there. The Lion Impale catching 3 heroes at once. Well done.
Keep talking. Give me 1 second.
Absolutely. So up top we got Tank low, and we've also got Handlin. He's fine for right now. He's a little low on mana. He's only got 1 Shikuchi available right now. We have the Midas come out on this hard farming Clinks. He's just going to try to get as much gold as he can in this game, and he's going to be pretty successful at it.
Yeah. So I was told that my volume's a little high on stream, so I turned down my volume a little bit. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Sorry if I'm deafening people. I have a booming voice.
Boom.
Boom. Nothing coming out of the Enigma right now. He has to have something on the courier. What is it going to be? He's going to try to get the early mech out of Enigma.
Interesting choice. I would have thought that they'd be more interested in the Blink Dagger, but... So it is 2-0 in favor of Too Bad.
Oh,
right
and they get a pull on Inferno, and he's going to go down. 3-0 in favor of Too Bad. That's big.
That's good. I think they need to be worried about P. Diddy. I think that him just having complete freedom in this lane bottom,
Yeah.
pretty scary.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Yeah, he's doing quite well. He's got his head of Midas up.
Got pings coming out on the Invis Storm Spirit that's headed top. We'll see if they make anything of this. They've got a sentry down there in the lane. We'll see. No, he's just going to go ahead and back out.
Storm's going to rotate around mid. Storm has all 3 of their kills, so good rotations coming out of the mid player this game.
Well, but 2 of those 3 have been in mid, so
I guess
only
that's
one
true.
good rotation.
That's true. So we see 2 Bad just kind of trying to farm it out, trying to get a few more kills now. Or not kills, a little more gold is what I meant to say. 51-51. The Enigma, of course, he's in the jungle, but you'd like to see a little bit better last hitting out of 2 Bad. I think that's their weakness right now. They're just struggling a little bit with keeping up in the last hits. We see the Mirana ultimate, but they're going to see it trigger, so I don't know if they're going to be able to get in here. A little bit of miscommunication. But they're going to try, maybe? They're going to try. He comes out. He's going to get pulled. Black hole is used. Oh, man. He is dead. Oh, that's a little bit of stacking of stuns. Clinks comes in, but he's not going to get anything here. They saw him TP.
Well, you say that.
Oh, there he comes. He's going to try to kill Spray Rate. Oh, he hits his own creeps. Is he going to go down? No. He's going to live.
Very low, though.
So 2 Bad, still struggling the last his actual net worth. Stormsphere is doing pretty well with those 3 kills. The cast comes out and 2-handle him, but it's not going to bounce. Anyway, Stormsphere is doing okay. Enigma's doing okay, but the Murata's just not doing that well as far as net worth.
And neither is the Weaver.
Yeah. So let's take a look at XP and gold. XP graphed about 3,000 for 2 Bad from those kills. The gold graph, however, spiking up a little bit for QPR. And I think, unfortunately, for 2 Bad, a lot of their gold is stuck up in this Enigma's jungle. Storm zips in. Oh, he's going to go on Locke. He does get him, and Locke's going to go down. For sure. They might be able to OCL if they stay. They don't. They choose not to stay. A little bit of an early back. He triggers the ult on himself with the miscoil.
Hate when that happens.
Whoops. Clinks is going top with double damage, but Enigma now has his mana boost. This is really good. He has enough gold to start working for this mech as well. I wonder if he's going to go for that or a Blink Dagger. Let me play with my volume a little bit. Okay.
I think he's definitely going to finish up the mech and then go to the Blink Dagger. Yeah. I mean, no reason not to.
Yeah. Although Blink Dagger might be nice. We see Storm zip in mid. He does get the dust out, and he does get a pull on P Diddy, and he's got no more. Oh, he might get a kill. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Oh, he's gonna get away.
Just not enough mana.
Just not enough mana. Said every Storm ever.
Well, so one time I was playing WTF mode in Dota 1. I had enough mana.
I had enough mana. Yeah. That's the only time you ever have enough mana as Storm. Do they have WTF mode in Dota 2 yet? I don't think they do.
I don't think so.
That's sad.
Yeah.
They have ability draft, which is kind of cool, but I feel like ability draft is like trying to be WTF mode, but more serious, but just as unbalanced.
I mean, ability draft is fun.
It's fun, but it's unbalanced, and
Yeah.
WTF mode's fun as well. Well, you'd always join those lobbies, and it would be like, all right, WTF mode, but you can't pick Zeus. Oh, and bottom. Oh, wow. 6 in a row. This Storm Spirit has all 6 of their kills.
This is quite the momentum shift.
Yes. Props to Nice for shaking off last game and able to perform in this game. It's very hard as a player when you're doing, you just have a tough game. You just feel like nothing's going your way. This guy is able to shrug it off and fight out in this mid game. He's going to go on Diddy right now, and if he still has a dust, which he does, he might be able to get a kill.
Not if he looks around that
Nope,
way. Oh,
nope. He's
actually,
down. He's downhill. He doesn't know. Yep, he's dead.
Well,
No, he's dead.
okay, fair enough.
7 in a row.
Well done there by Katie is not nice.
Beautifully done.
Poor
This-
P. Diddy.
This guy.
Seriously, this fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
Bottom tower's seen better days.
Exclamation point in the river for him. Meanwhile, atop, Enigma wants to get locked. Does he have it? He has his... No, he does not have a black hole. He must have just used it. I missed it. He gets the stun out on lock. No one's here. Storm... Oh, no. Slammy comes in. He might try to arrow. Mech is finished. There you go. He does finish the mech. Man, it is so hard to balance freaking people on this stream. I need to get better at this.
So we've got Enigma half finished up with the mechanism, halfway to a blink dagger. I think that's the next big item on the dire side.
Yep.
And on the radiant side, Clinks is...
Oh, they're gonna be able to kill Locke here, unless he has yeah, he's gonna die.
It's a nice kill.
2-9. This game is night and day from last game. Too bad. It's just basically still able to overcome their lack of ability to get last hits in the lanes with just some great rotations. Zip in by Storm Spirit. He's gonna try to get him again, but he sees Inferno and backs up, which I think is the right decision. And he's getting close to an Orchid, which is going to completely shut down Clinks if he can get it off on him.
Clinks is also working on an Orchid, also a little further away, but not too far.
We see 4 descending on top from the Radiant, and meanwhile Enigma's trying to push it down with his Eidolons. It looks like they're just going to back out here. If they're careful, they shouldn't lose any heroes, but it looks like they're not going to be careful. Does... Aphotic Shield remove Viper's ult? Oh, they hit Viper with the stun, and Viper's going to go down. The stun comes out from... and the big ultimate by Witch Doctor. Gets to... Tank is still alive, though. He gets the kill. He's going to be able to get Witch Doctor as well. They think they want to get this, but Sniper is doing some massive damage. Does get him. The arrow misses, but that's going to be 2 for 1, I believe. I think the only thing they get is the Storm Spirit.
3
An
for
ax-
1, actually.
Wow.
Handlin coming in from the back to clean up the sniper.
Radiant's top.
That was a great job in staying alive through that Witch Doctor ult. I thought that was going to be disastrous.
Dire's mid
I mean, this shows why both of these teams are in the what are we at,
towers, nothing now.
the round of 8,
The round of 8.
The Radiant lost the top tower.
the
The-
elite 8.
The heptafinals, right?
What?
The heptafinals. Semifinals, quarterfinals would be heptafinals.
I wouldn't it be octafinals?
Octafinals, yes. Hepta 7. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Math is hard.
yeah. Also, I think it is technically the quarterfinals because the quarterfinals is 8 people, and then the semifinals is 4 people, and then the finals is 2 people.
You and your logic.
I know, it's really obnoxious.
So let's take a look at net worth on the heroes again. We got Enigma topping the charts from his jungling. And now we finally have Mirana jumping up to 5,900 with Storm at 5,900 as well. So these last few fights have been able to get them up, and they've slowed down the Sniper's farm a lot. Still like to see more out of this Weaver, but...
The thing that's interesting to me right now is there are 4 heroes within 300 gold of each other in
Yes.
the middle of the pack. And both of the... Well, so QPR is running a 3-core. And Too Bad is running a 4-core. I mean,
Yep.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once Abaddon gets big, yeah. Or
Oh,
Abaddon.
no, I mean, well, so I mean, in my mind, Weaver, Enigma, Mirana, and Storm are the 4 cores. Although Abaddon is no slouch on his own if he gets big enough.
Good pickup of the Invisor by Enigma. It saves him from Diddy. Who has his recipe out for the Orchids, so...
An invis rune on a hero who can stay permanently invised is well known to be a strong thing.
Yes. Well, no, I was just more saying that Diddy would have gone in and killed him.
Oh, sure.
Oh, they should hear that. They don't hear that. The Orchid not finished up on the Storm Sphere because he doesn't go Midas. So I'm a little worried about the Midas pickup for Clinks, letting him run a little bit out of control here.
Yep. I think we're going to see, yep, Storm is getting initiated on, just going to run away. No big deal. Not
Yep.
really sure what P. Diddy was hoping to accomplish there.
And now he has his Orchid up. But at the same time, now we have a Dust in there. He's going to stay in this jungle, and he's surrounded by 4 players right now. There are 4 players around him. He's going to go for the Courier.
But he can pick off the Courier, and it's worth it.
The Dyer's courier took a trip to the old family.
Oh, Enigma gets the stun, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'd say the level of not worth it there was 100. And there's the Orchid for Storm. Who gets the kill there? 7-1 on the Storm. That's absurd. And the closest person is a 1-0 on a Lion. So I would say that this game is going pretty well for Too Bad as far as KD is concerned. The last hit's still way in favor of the Radiant, but it doesn't matter if you're just dying. You're giving away all your unreliable gold. Huh. These guys are on point with their D wards. So mid, we're going to see the Eidolons as usual, pushing down towers a little bit. I really like this Enigma pickup. It's working out really well for them.
Yeah.
And he has the Blink Dagger finished. Oh, and we see Diddy coming out on the backside. If they're lucky enough to throw out a random Dust, but not going to happen. Oh, he gets the Orchid, he gets the Dust. He's dead. He's dead.
Nice play there.
And that's 8-1 on the Storm. We see an arrow go out and hits unlock. Oh man, this is just. And we see the ultimate maybe coming out from spray rate. It's not gonna happen. They get the. Oh, he just melts.
Beautiful ult there from the Lion.
Hey LCL, did you know you can target your ult? Because it's pretty good. And he goes down. That's 4 dead. And this is 4-17. This game is just, like I said, light and day from game number 1. It's amazing.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a GG here by, maybe 30, but probably 35 minutes if this keeps up.
I would agree 100%. I think that Too Bad is doing wonderful rotations now. They're really relying on their rotations in order to stay in the game, but it's put them way ahead at this point. We're going to see Diddy wants to get a kill. Oh, he walks over a ward, but it's his ward. You can walk over those. It's okay. And he might go on Slammy here. Slammy will die if he hits the Orchid. And now he has an Invis again, so I think he's thinking about it. He should. He'll just kill him. But now there's a tower. And he goes. Slammy does have his drums, though. So, he doesn't get the kill. I was wrong. Storm goes in. Orchid. Arrow comes out. Arrow misses. It doesn't matter.
It was a nice idea.
This is, yeah, as different as they come. Handle is actually not in a great spot. He's going to get stunned out by a Lion. The ward is there, so he gets hexed, but weird speed burst at the beginning of that, and he's going to get away. So they're keeping 4 heroes in the bottom for the Radiant, and it's not getting any kills. So that's going to be 4-18 now with 10-1 on the Storm Spirit. He is having the game of his life after last game. And again, props to this guy for shaking off last game as a just a horrible game as a Juggernaut, and not really a fault of his own, and coming back and just taking control of game 2.
I think we're going to see a T2 push. I don't think they're going to go uphill yet.
No, and I don't think they need to. They want, they need to win this game. This is a must-win,
Radiant's mid
so
tower's coming apart.
no reason to be hasty.
Yep.
Radiant's gone and fortified their
We see the
structures.
fortification, which are they planning on defending this? Because if not, it's a little bit of a waste.
Well, it made them back off a little bit at least. It's
Arrow does hit LCL. They're not going to kill him, though. Oh, maybe they will. Too bad Tank runs right in. His ultimate's going to pop. Big black hole is canceled immediately by Sniper because he's annoying. A pull by the guy. Didi's going to go down. That's 3 down for 1. Enigma does melt there. They might be able to get handle him, but they do not. They do get him with the snipe. A gem goes down.
5 in a row. 2 down. Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
so in the end 3 for 4. Too bad doesn't take the tier 2. I don't know if that was a victory or not for them ultimately.
Well, they got a kill on the Clinks and the Sniper, which is pretty good. They did lose their Storm, which is going to give up a lot of gold. They did lose a gem. So,
Yeah.
not great. Viper does complete his Ag Scepter, so he's going to be a little more annoying in fights.
I mean, with Ag Scepter, it's actually not as good as it normally is because the heroes he can target are also mobile. So I mean,
yeah.
like you drop that on a Nake's and he can't catch you,
Dire might want to mine
but you
the
drop
top
that on
tower.
a Storm Spirit and he's like, LOL, and then he's right next to you, killing you anyways.
Yeah. LOL killing you. It's never good.
Mm-hmm. Enigma going
Oh.
back to farm the crap out of everything.
Hey, is your open mic enabled in Dota 2 client or not? Because people are saying
No.
people are saying they can't hear you in the client.
Oh. Whoops.
We have a little bit of lull in the action. Not a lot happening. It looks like they're waiting
No.
for them to jump on mid, and then Storm's going to zip in and try to get the kill.
Yeah, just a farming period for the Radiant right now, trying to make up a little bit of ground.
Yeah, we'll see if the QPR can get another engagement like they did last time. That would be really big for them if they can jump in and take a kill, or 2 or 3. It's going to be a Roche attempt, not too bad. They should get this no problem. I don't think they're going to be able to contest it even. They do have LCL's ult up, and actually they do have a gem, which is not going to help them. I don't know why they're carrying this, actually. Oh, for the Weaver, of course.
Weaver.
Oh, and it does get spotted out by Diddy. He's sitting right there. He's going to try to steal this, I
Is
guess.
he going to try to steal?
Oh, they get the dust.
Dust.
He does snatch it, though. Too late on the dust, honestly. This fight could go really badly. They get a pull on OCL. Good Enigma ultimate, again canceled by the Sniper. Gem is on the deck. Inferno's in trouble. They get a dust out to try to take down the Weaver. He's in trouble. He's getting mana drained. Tank is trying to take down Inferno. He might be able to get him. I don't know if his ult triggered yet. Nice comes in. Looks like they're going to be able to get Diddy, but meanwhile they kill the Marauder on the back end. Sniper is just sitting there, standing and delivering. Oh, and he has the BKB. Oh, man, that's bad. Oh, but he does disjoint the ultimate, so that's nice. Gem is on the deck again. So that's 4 for 4. Sniper and Storm, the only survivors.
I like that both of these teams just have these brawling fights like that. It's hard for me to have insightful commentary because I don't honestly know, like, it seems like pretty much a wash to me.
Yeah,
But
that seems like a wash.
It was really fun to watch.
It depends on the order of deaths, which I could not keep track of. There's no way.
Yeah.
So, Storm Spirit picks up a BKB out of that fight. That's going to be really nice for him in these fights. And Locke is working on a Mantis Isle, I believe. Or no, he's trying to finish up his Helm of the Dominator. And then he'll work on a Manta. And this poor Enigma, he's not catching Locke in these fights, and immediately he's just turning around and headshotting him. So top lane, Enigma's going to blink out, but Diddy's on top of him. He might be able to melt him here. He does have a mechanism which will help him stay alive. And there is a tower to TP to there, so he's got to be very careful.
I just don't think that he's going to do enough damage. If he had popped his R beforehand, I think he might have had a chance, but you've got to have your ultimate up and running when you try to do something.
And he's going to farm. This is a mistake. Air's going to miss, but he does get a stun. They have they have a ward, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to get away here unless they have a dust. Nope, he does not get away. We see a disconnect from Viper.
This is the exact opposite of what we saw Diddy doing last game.
Yeah, he's getting caught out a few times now. So I think part of the problem and the reason it was so loud for me is because I have those noise canceling headphones on, so I end up shouting at myself because I can't hear my own self talk.
It's a fascinating.
So I took off one of my headsets, which means I won't be able to hear the game as well, but hopefully I'm a little quieter. So we see the resume. There's going to be 4 Tyros top for 2 bad and only 2 for QPR. So they're going to back up a little bit here. This tier 2 is already down, so this is not really the lane they want to go in on. Bottom, meanwhile, we get Locke is going on just not nice. He's going to try to get a kill, but this BKB is just ruining him, and he's not going to get the kill. A little bit of an uncharacteristic mistake by K just not nice on Locke trying to get the kill there. But I don't think it's going to matter. 2 bads pushing in here. We got Eidolons. They're going to force a fortification. Arrow's not going to hit anybody. LCL is able to throw out his stun, just slowing people down. Snipe out on Enigma just to try to get some damage on him. The ward goes up here, so I think they're going to try to catch someone out, maybe?
I mean, Diddy is definitely prone to hanging out where he shouldn't, but he's dead, and they're not going to be anywhere near that ward when he gets up.
Moran ult is down. It looks like they want to keep this lane in, but I'd like to see them split up a little bit and keep getting some farm. They have the map advantage right now. Regent Rune is there.
Try to push in mid.
Slam is going to be in trouble. There's 4 here for the other team and only 1. So Tank's got to run. They do get a Aphotic shield up. He is healed. And drums are active if they need it. So they get out no problem. And by the way, anyone that's watching the stream, give me feedback on the sound levels because it's really hard for me to know what's going on from your end as I cast. So, and I saw Zach's comment. Hopefully that might get fixed next game. Locke is trying to farm the ancients. There's a stack here which he should be able to do a good amount of damage to. He's got his helm, or he's got his Morbid Mask up. So he actually goes Hyperstone, so he's kind of half complete of 3 items here. The Helm of the Dominator, what I assume is going to be either a Mjolnir or something. But hold that thought. Arrow goes out, misses everyone. Tank goes up the hill, zip in by Storm Spirit, dodges the stun by your dad. Is going to get him down immediately. That's big. They're trying to get Sniper here. That stun is bouncing everywhere. Viper ult goes down on I don't know who. A good ult by LCL to take down Slammy. I don't know why he's fighting here. He does hit the arrow stun, but a lot of damage comes out from P. Diddy. He's going to be able to... Everyone's going to be able to get out, it looks like. Too bad has his Lincoln's up, so he does disjoint that. And I don't believe the black hole is used. The black hole is not used. They still have all 5 heroes here with black hole. They want to go back in. There is a ward here for the Radiant, but the arrow is going to miss. Another ultimate from Inferno. Does hit. I don't believe you can disjoint that. So Slammy still takes the damage. 5 sitting here in the mid versus the 4 for the Radiant. They're going to back up a little bit. They're afraid, and the tier 2 goes down. That's exactly what they wanted. And I wonder if they're thinking of going high ground. Fishing arrow does connect on Locke.
I think they need to take somebody down before they can confidently go high ground.
Yeah, more than just the line. Looks like they're going to back out, and I think this engagement is over, so I'm going to take a look at the graphs. 14,000 advantage to 2 bad. In experience and gold is about 5,000. So, The only reason they're keeping the gold graph even, honestly, is because... hold on, I gotta fix something. Give me a second. The arrow misses because of the slow TP, so QPR actually lucky they don't get there that fast. This black hole is still ready, so he's going to try to jump in here the second he can.
He's got to catch the sniper this time, though, because every time he's ulted like that, he gets caught out by the sniper, and it doesn't work.
Arrow catches LCL. They should just be able to bring him down immediately. They do, so that's one down. One of their supports.
I think they want high ground now.
And I think they should take it.
Everybody's there. They've got the advantage. They need to push it.
Yeah. And they still have the big Enigma ult already. Tank's going to sit there. The arrow is going to miss. They do trigger Tank's ult, so this is going to be a little more difficult to go high ground because they don't have the big tank from Big Tank. The drums come out. They're going to go on someone here. They're going to get Diddy caught out again. I think they're going to be able to take him down here. No, actually not. Just not nice. Has to use his BKB. Stops the damage. Going to go on Inferno. Gets the Orchid on him, but he's surprisingly tanky. Finger goes out on spray rate, but not able to kill him. That's a waste of a finger. Handon's going to be able to get out. Snipe goes out, gets one, but a zip away from Storm. He's able to stay alive. Cask is bouncing. I don't know how they see them, and that's 2 dead. They do get Diddy with an arrow, but that's going to be 2 for nothing. So not quite ready to go high ground as they find out when they lose both their supports.
Yep.
Do they do any damage to the tower?
Not in a good place right now, but probably going to get out just fine. Does go ahead and TP.
Yes, top is much safer to farm, my friend.
So while we wait for something exciting to happen, do you play spades?
The game of spades, like the card game?
Yes.
I've played it before.
What is the highest card in spades?
The Queen of Spades, right? No,
No.
I don't remember. I'm getting my games mixed up.
Okay, that's fine. I played a variant with a couple guys recently where a 2 of hearts was the highest card, and it was very confusing.
That's interesting. I know that wasn't what I played.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So we see, well, it's going to be an MKB, I assume, up on this Mirana. She throws an arrow
Yeah.
into the pit. Nothing there.
Not really sure why she's picking that instead of finishing up the Manta or, like, any of 5 other items, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, they need the damage, honestly. They're having trouble killing. Like in that last fight when they're going uphill, they couldn't quite kill any of the heroes. So a little bit more damage will be very helpful.
Absolutely, but, like, there's real damage items, and nobody on QPR has evasion, and nobody's getting it anytime soon.
Yeah, and she doesn't really need the attack speed with the Yasha. But
And it's not that much attack speed.
I mean, maybe she's going a Daedalus. Who knows? Maybe she's going Divine. Who can
Daedalus
say?
Makes the most sense, I think, but it's still, I don't know. I would have finished up the Manta.
Yeah, this seems like a more obvious choice, but
I guess there aren't actually that many things you can disjoint, though.
yeah.
Like, you can't disjoint the sniper. You may or may not be
You
able
can't
to
just
do
you can't just do it snipe. I thought you could.
I don't know. I should not talk about mechanics
Well,
that I didn't
actually,
really know or
you might not you might not be able to disjoint it, but I think you can dodge it. So it'll still trigger, but if you cast Manta at the right time, it will not do damage to you.
You might be right. I do not know.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that
Mjolnir up on the sniper.
Yolner.
That is some scary stuff.
Yeah, indeed. They are getting these damage items up. Klink's still without a real damage item. He went Lincoln Sphere, and I guess Orchid gives him a little bit of damage, but nothing severe. This Roche is still down. They're still waiting for it. Long Roche timer this time.
Just popped. And they know it's there.
Klink's, however, might steal it yet again. Is he going to just kill this courier? Wait, why'd they... Oh, they arrowed. Klink's is on top of its Slammy, who's not the highest health, so... He can get this courier for sure. He's debating it, but now they know. Now they know he's there. Meanwhile, this fight's about to take effect. Storm Spear is zipping around. Big Enigma ult does not hit lock again, but this time he's got a BKB. So full ult gets off. They're trying to get Diddy. They can't quite get him. They do get him. There he goes down. Slammy. Oh man, lock is. They're just leaving him alone back here. He's doing so much damage, and finally Storm comes back. But you can't leave Sniper just sitting in the fight like that.
What a role reversal.
Oh, and there's the headshot. That's a team wipe. And they made a big mistake in that fight, and the mistake was right here. They left Sniper sitting here just delivering shots across here.
Yeah.
And, the black hole hits there, which is great, and they do a lot of pretty good things, but you have to kill that Sniper faster. He's the source of their damage right now, their right-click damage.
Yeah, and especially with that Mjolnir coming online, he's attacking really fast.
Yeah.
He's attacking once or twice per second right now. That's really fast.
And too bad I'd say still, if you take a look at gold, they're still up in gold. They're still up in experience, so that's swinging back pretty quickly towards QPR. So I think they're still in pretty good shape for this game, but the items are starting to come online for QPR, and it's going to start to be scary for these heroes. Storm is becoming slightly less effective. He can't quite zip around and do whatever he wants. They really need this Weaver to get his next damage item up, which is a long ways off. They could also use the damage item of Mirana. I assume she could have her Daedalus right now, and she doesn't. So she has 2,800 gold. Is she going to go for the MKB at 3 something else? We're going to see a Necro book coming out from Abaddon. I like this. This is going to give them that invis detection they really need.
I mean, he's not going to have level 3 for 10 minutes, probably.
I guess that's true. But I think it's something they needed eventually. So
Yeah, absolutely.
And Too Bad is going to try to get this lion, but it's not going to happen, my friend. Spray Rate doing some shopping at the enemy jungle. Time to. Oh, and Clinks is going to go on this on nice. The arrow's going to miss him, and he's got a BKB. He's going to trigger the Lincoln Sphere. He's going to try to get a pull. Good ult by the Witch Doctor again. Immediately melts him. Diddy's going to get out. They're not going to be able to get LCL, but Too Bad's, of course, tanking everything. Slammy goes down to the Sniper, and this Sniper is now in a commanding control of the game.
Came out of nowhere, also.
Yeah, you can't let him sit there and kill you. The problem is, you can disjoint the Viper ult with Invis. Today I learned.
Got it. So on the net worth graph right now, we've got 3 Radiant heroes at the top.
Yeah, I'd say the game is completely turned around. If we take a look at gold, gold's going to go towards QPR any second, and experience already has. So, and Handel's going to go down here. No, he is able to get his ult. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they're going to push mid. And they're going to take tower and probably Arax here. Way too long on both their damage dealers. They can't go in against this Sniper. Yeah, they can't go in here. And this is about as fast as you can see a game turn around right here.
Wow. Wow, I thought we were going to a game 3 for sure, but this...
It's looking like it's just going to be a 2-game series at this point.
Yeah, wow. Wow, I don't even know. Okay.
We finally get the MKB up on Mirana, so she's going to do a little more damage, but there's no one with a butterfly, so like you said, maybe not the best decision. She has plenty of attack speed. And she's melting. She could really use that Manta style.
Dyer's bottom tower got blown to bits.
And in happy news, they are able to get the Dyer's tower down. Enigma sees Locke. They want to go on him. They get the
Oh, if they can get this, this is a big kill. Come on.
Oh no, they let him get the BKB off, and he's gonna kill. Oh, that's actually a great ultimate. Oh, but he has Aegis. The Shadow Shaman ult. They're not going to get QPR's support here, it looks like. Lock, meanwhile, is just going to, again, stand there and kill the entire team. It looks like Two-Handle is going to be here. They might be able to get Lock. They do get him. So are they going to be able to turn on and get Inferno now? This is actually a great fight for them. The Ultimate Flies might be able to get him. They left Spray Ray kind of alone here. He BKBs. Slammy's still alive. They need this DPS here. They finally get Handling in, and this should be a dead Inferno. He's able to... oh, they do hit the arrow. Yep, he's dead. 4 dead. That is huge. That is exactly what they needed. They're able to get their gem back. They're going to go top. Are they going to be able to get the Clinks? That's the question. They don't have a Dust.
These teams are so fun to watch.
I know. This is great.
Dire's top
Just when you think they're out of it, they take a 4-man wipe like that. And hopefully...
Fantastic. Just
Hopefully they can get
fantastic.
some big items out of this. They really need this damage to start getting online with their damage dealers. Slammy, of course, has her MKB now, but I'd say she needs a little more. She goes Boots of Travel. Okay, so that was her next item. A courier? What is this courier doing? They bought another courier to replace their other one?
Okay.
2 couriers?
We
Whatever.
got Abaddon at level 2 on his Necro, maybe on pace for a 46-minute level 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be very helpful for them. Other than now that they picked up the gem, I don't know if they put it on anyone. It looks like it's not on the Weaver. It's on the Storm. So they put the gem on the Storm. By the way, if you take a look at last hits, 260 for the Clinks. The closest is 183 on Enigma. Storm's got 115. So the discrepancy in last hitting of these teams is huge, but Too Bad is able to stay in it with their team fights.
Absolutely.
We see another gem purchased by Witch Doctor, so they need this gem, and they think, to stay online. They see a boosted travel come out from Clink, so he's going to be able to jump around everywhere. And QPR forced back into their base again, so that one team fight was enough to make them retreat back. We see that Too Bad wants to rotate top and catch someone out. It looks like it's not going to happen. QPR being very careful right here. Clinks does TP bottom, so they should see that and know that they can make something happen here. And we see Weaver now with 2,500 gold. I wonder if he's saving for buyback, because I would like to see him get a Demon Edge right now and start doing, a little bit more damage. Because he's going to pick up either an MKB or a Daedalus, I assume. I'd assume a Daedalus, honestly, but...
This is some weird posturing from both teams. I don't understand why. Like, are they hoping for a courier pick-off here?
They've killed the other courier twice, so I think they feel bad about it. They
I
ping
don't
on Roche.
understand why they think this is going to get them anything.
Oh, here we go. They're going to go in. Witch Doctor is not on the front lines. He is carrying their gem. Oh, but he actually is now. They all drop back. So good presence and map awareness, I think, to know that they probably should start retreating. But they walk over a ward right here. This could be good if they can get a blink in. Boots of Travel by the Mirana, though. She ends up backing out. So now they don't want to take this fight. QPR sitting in their base. They're able to jump on P. Diddy here. They might be able to get him. They're going to need to jump in there. Do they have a gem? No, they're going to be... Oh, the Mirana arrow is able to get him. So that's huge. Again, able to get Clinks down. However, they're losing mid towers while they do it.
technical difficulties.
They really don't want to bear a throne. That would be a good way to have this
Yeah.
game end in fiery glory. Did you turn on in-game
Wiles.
chat, by the way, or no?
What?
Did you turn on your in-game chat yet, or no?
I think I did, but I don't know if it's working right.
Okay,
or not.
that's fine.
Crystal is up on the sniper. That's going to be scary.
Jeez. Mjolnir, Chrysalis, Yasha. This guy is attacking fast. They have to, like they did in the river, they have to kill Sniper first. They have to. If Sniper ever gets an Aegis up on him, that's going to be bad. And actually, Too Bad is pushing down mid here. I really don't think they want to go high ground. I really don't.
I think this might be the GG push. Just in the wrong direction.
They don't need to GG push. They do get an arrow on Inferno, but they don't go in. Oh, they do go in.
Wow.
Tank is sitting in the front. Look how quickly his ult gets popped. This should be a warning to them. They really don't want to be in there. He's gonna die immediately. Yeah, he just melts, and they're going high ground. But I mean, Slammy's gonna melt too. They can't do this. Oh, the Wish Doctor ult popped in vain. That's a mistake. So
Oh, Lock gets caught out with the Mirana arrow.
yeah, but no one's here. They can't go in on this. So they lose their Abaddon fast. And they do some good damage. It's at 50% health now on the mid tower, so that's good. And they're going to TP back. They're going to try to get P. Diddy again. They're trying to pick him off. He's going to try to be the split pusher for the rest of the game. But oh, that arrow!
Oh, that arrow almost hits.
This game too exciting.
Got a blink dagger up on the clinks now.
The blinks. Oh, he's gonna come in top again? This guy crazy. No, he's gonna go back mid. So we see QPR now venturing out of the base a little bit. They feel a little more confident. Full data is completed on Sniper. It's level 25. This guy is pretty much at endgame build. He's gonna, I assume, complete a Manta style next, would be his next item, and then a Satanic. And at that point, woe be to the hero who gets targeted by Sniper. Although, you know, the crazy thing is, he's level 25. He has 1,800 hit points. That's not a lot.
No.
And that's with a BKB, so that's with some strength items. I mean, Sniper is just such a squishy hero.
Nobody in this match is really tanky, though.
That's true.
Abaddon's the only one that kind
All
of
right,
is.
and this is going to be an Aegis down for sure. There's no way Too Bad can, and they're not even going to try to go in on this. If they do, I think it's a terrible mistake. They are descending on the pit, but it's too late.
No, I don't think it is.
Maybe
It
not.
took too long to
Roche is
try
getting
to
some
get
good
Roche.
bashes. They got to kill that Sniper really fast, but he's in great position. They're going to back out again. Oh, they do save it. You were right. It was not too late. If they can get this Roche really fast, and that's what they're going to try to do, Arrow misses the Roche shot. That's a mistake. Oh, the bashes are too good. Oh, the ultimate tank gets in, though. They do take out OCL immediately. Where's Sniper? Is Sniper doing the damage? Sniper gets caught in the black hole. They get Sniper in the black hole. This might be it. They're going to try to get him down. Oh, but he's going to kill Spray right quick. Anyways, they need to pull on him. Oh, his BKB was not used, and that's going to be it. The Aegis was stolen by Weaver, however, but he's just dead. He gets hexed immediately, stunned immediately. The arrow does hit Inferno. And that was almost as good a fight as Too Bad could have hoped. They caught the black hole on Sniper, but there was no DPS focus on him while he was in there. They really needed both Mirana and...
There were 4 town portal scrolls in the pit. And 3 sentry wards, all from the same team.
4. There are 4 sentry wards there.
Oh, yep, over there.
4
Just
sentry
the one on the
wards,
high bank on the right.
4 town portals.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom?
If QPR doesn't turn this into a tier 3 bottom, that's a damn shame.
Yeah, they're going to try. Oh, look at how much damage he does. Oh, the arrow hits. Oh, if they can get this. I don't think they're going to. They get the zip. They get him?
they are.
Oh, they get him. Oh, but they lose the storm first.
Wow.
You have learned nothing.
They do end the mega kill streak, however.
90 seconds without sniper.
It was a buyback of Mirana, though.
That's 90 seconds with no sniper.
Yes. Oh, that was amazing for Too Bad. Don't get me wrong, but so we see a disconnect from the Storm Sphere, but I assume they're not going to unpause until, or they're not going to pause until he gets lower on his reconnect time. Spray rate, I don't know what he's working on. He's got 4,000 gold. Honestly, I think he's just going to hold on to it for buybacks. He doesn't really need anything else. He can't really do anything else. So the word is from Have No Dragon that NIST has canceled work tomorrow. I hope.
That what canceled work?
NIST. We follow NIST, so. All right. Anyways, back to Dota.
What?
Serious business.
Don't you mean OPM?
They probably do it for NIST, but there's a guy at NIST that does the recordings, and then you listen to them.
The government
Huh.
closed, Zach.
And when you say NIST, do you mean National Institute of
Standards and Technologies, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I had no idea that they made any decisions like that.
I assume they
Okay.
don't actually make decisions. They might, though. There's these weird things. Let's get back to Dota, because this game is exciting. That kill on Sniper saved them. I mean, I think
Yeah.
QPR was getting ready to roll bottom, but they were able to take out the primary damage dealer. And this Sniper is the cause of all the problems right now. They're failing to get deep. Basically, it's like if you're playing football, you're failing to get to the secondary. They're not able to get back into Sniper and take him out of the game. So we see a farm fest going on. If they can start getting some crazy damage, we see a heart on Viper. That's going to make him even more of a challenge. Although I would have liked to see another damage item. They shouldn't have to focus Viper that quickly. His ultimate's annoying. He does have a sheep stick, which I did not see. So the items look like they're actually favoring QPR. Let's take a look at the graphs again real quick. XP is dead even. That's awesome. And gold is about 8,000 in favor of QPR. So they do have the big gold advantage. And the net worth advantage. Holy cow. Sniper's at 2,700. That guy's rich. The closest is 1,700 by the Marana. So this Sniper is single-handedly carrying this game right now. Lion is going for an Ag Scepter. Oh, I want him to get it so badly.
So Sniper has the gold right now to 6 slot, almost, but he hasn't.
Just
So,
about.
We'll
Yeah,
see what. Yeah.
I assume he's going to save up for a buyback, but he could. I mean, this is one of those games where it wouldn't be the worst decision for him to get a Divine. I mean, it wouldn't be a great idea, but if he sells his Yasha, gets a Satanic and gets a Divine, he basically has 2 lives. I mean, he can BKB Divine.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the drawing come out. It looks like they want to QPR wants to push out this top lane a little bit and try to come across and catch someone out. I think that Too Bad is just really scared right now of making a mistake. And this is this point of the game where if you get caught out, you can lose with 90-second respawn times.
Yeah, both of these teams are at a next team fight could decide the match.
And one of the stark differences right now between the teams is Enigma is you can see he does complete his sheep stick, so I take that back. And Sniper also gets his Satanic. I was going to say the supports on Too Bad are a little less farmed than the supports on QPR. They're going to try to get P. Diddy here. The arrow comes out. It's going to miss. Do they get the pull on him? They do get the pull on him. Are they going to blow a black hole? They should not, and they get him down. That is 100 seconds on the Clinks. And that...
There is buyback available for the Clinks and the Sniper.
Oh, not fantasy points. I want buyback status. Yes, there is. Meanwhile, buyback for the Miranda is down for another 35 seconds and quite a lot of gold. So we see... people are double warding everywhere. We see... QPR looks like they want to try to rotate it in the top, and there's no... Oh, there are Dire Wars there, so I think they can see them. And actually, they can see the Viper there. They have to be very, very careful. They have to know this is an illusion. Nope, they don't. They blink in and try to stun it, and now they know it's an illusion. They should be very careful. They're going to try to push and force a buyback from Clinks, I think. This is going to be really good. If they can force Clinks to buy back, he's not going to have it later in the game, and if he pushes out like that again, they can punish it with a set of racks.
I wonder if they're going to let the racks go.
They might. Sniper's pushing top. Buyback is forced. They need to back quickly, like now. They're not going to go high ground on this. They don't have the damage. Weaver does finish up an MKB again. So MKB favored by this team heavily, but no Butterfly coming out. So 5,000 gold on Sniper with a Satanic. Is he going to do it? He could do it. And, I mean, at that point, he'll be hitting like 1,400, 1,500 crits from range. I'd like to see it. Lion finishes his Ag Scepter, so we have an Ag Scepter Lion completed. Storm, what is Storm working on right now? Storm is kind of poor. I don't know what happened to him. He finished up that Orchid, and I think he just kind of got slowed down a lot and died a lot in these fights. What is his KD right now?
He's
7
died a
deaths. He was 10-1 at some point, so he's been 4-6 for the last while in the game. We're hitting 400 last hits on the sniper now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. For those of you keeping track at home. P. Diddy completed the Chrysalis, so he's also going Daedalus. And when he gets his Daedalus up, the range damage coming out of this team is going to be massive. Too Bad is going to have to get pickoffs, and it's going to become really hard. They have a sheep stick up on Enigma, which is really good for these pickoffs. Looks like they're going to try to get an AC up on Tank, which is a good idea. Daedalus completed on Clinks. Mirana's going for Daedalus as well. So Mirana's going to be doing a little more damage with a little more health and a stun. But they need the Storm to get a little... Probably, he's working on a sheep stick. I think this is good. They're going to try to get bottom. Bottom goes down immediately. 5-manning. Handlin's in trouble. Do they have a gem up on any of these heroes? They do not. The gem is on Ariel, I think. No, he actually lost the gem. He runs right over a ward, though. Not able to shut him down. Gets out. They do get the tower, though. So finally that tower is down. All outer towers down for... Oh, he zips in. Is he going to get a pull on lock? He does not. Maybe. Is he going to go for the black hole? They are going to go for the black hole. Big black hole. They do get him down. Ariel's going to go down as well. Inferno's in trouble on the backside. The stun hits 3. It's not going to matter. They get a pull on I Did Your Dad. He's going to go down very quickly. Oh, big finger of death hits 4, but it doesn't matter. Dante's Inferno's in trouble in the back. He's getting slowed. Big damage coming out. The arrow misses him, but it's not going to matter. He might get Tank, but Tank,
Team wipe.
it doesn't matter. That's a team wipe. What a huge fight. And what is the buyback status right now? Clinks cannot buy back. Sniper can buy back. Viper can buy back. They need to force the buybacks here, and they're going to do exactly that down the middle. What a fight. The items out of Too Bad used correctly. The black hole is able to catch 3 important heroes. They're able to kill Clinks off very quickly. It was just a wonderful fight by Too Bad. And we're eating our words, man. You and I both said it's like, nope, it's looking like it's going to be just 2 games. We said that, and here we are.
Yep. I will point out, though...
Excuse me.
What is it? So we have buyback available from...
Sniper and buyback, both buyback. Sniper and Viper both buyback. They need to back right now, and that's exactly what they do. They're going to go for Roche, which is not up yet. Anyways, you were saying.
Just that people are going to buy back, and they're not going to lose anything. There's at least one more big team fight to come.
Buyback down for 6 minutes on Sniper, though, and 6 minutes on Viper. So if they can get another team wipe, it's just asking for a lot. But if they can do it, Black Hole's down for 83 seconds. They really need that up for these team fights to go well. I'd love to see Enigma get a Refresher Orb.
That would be pretty sick.
It would be amazing. Blade Mail is what they decide to finish up in their Abaddon. I wonder. It seems his farm is really suffering right now. He as far as net worth goes, he's got 45 last hits, and his net worth is down at 11. But actually, he's better than the other 2 supports. Let me look at what they have. I guess they've just been involved in a few more kills. So we see the arrow going up from the bottom. Looks like P. Diddy, who is the captain, wants to push bottom. But we see a big circle coming up from Dante, so he's worried. He's worried about the Dire coming down from the top. Double damage up on Handlin, which double damage is the best rune at this point in the game, and he is very happy he has this right now. Oh, and he is going Butterfly. I like this a lot. He's going to be able to dodge 3% of the attacks coming out from the Sniper. No one has an MKB on this team, and they're not going to get one anytime soon.
Are they going to be able to get this roast?
With DD, they should be able to. Pings come out. They're going to come here quickly. They need to get it fast. They're going to try. He's Hex, and yes, it's just going to go down immediately. Pings come out. Who are they going to put it on? Or do you think they're going to put it on... They need to drop something quickly.
Nope. Storm.
Storm takes it. The cheese is going to be on Tank. That's huge. That's a cheese roast. That's the first cheese roast. That's big. Are they going to rotate in bottom? The arrow comes out, but I think they're actually going to back up and force it mid.
So, I mean, if they go mid, they balance out the creep waves. They don't they've already lost one tower mid. They want to try to slow that down as much as they can so that they don't have a naked rack or a naked throne to defend.
So I don't know if I like putting the Aegis on the Storm here. I would have put it on Slammy, honestly, because he's the damage dealer. You need to keep him alive. Storm is important, but his dying in the fight, if he gets off his Sheepstick and his Orchid and a pole, honestly, he's set. We do see 2 TP mid, but they should be able to take the tower no problem. The other guys are walking back, or they're not carrying TPs. They might be able to get the tower here. This is going to be a big fight. Cass comes out, tanks in the front lines. He has a cheese. He might pop it. No, it pops his ult instead. They do get the tower down. They're going to try to get a Rax, but the other team's going to be able to rotate in finally. I Did Your Dad is in the back with Locke. They do see him. They're going to zip out. This is going to be a big fight. Ray's going to go down immediately. He's going to try to get the black hole, but no, he's going to down. Locke again fighting in the back with no one fighting him. Storm's alive, though. That Aegis is being put to use. 2 dead. Handle is in trouble. He gets melted. Storm's going to go down. And that is going to be a reverse team wipe. No, it's not. Enigma buys back too early. Oh, he's buying back to defend the Rax. So that's going to be, what, 2 dead? Just 2 dead, but both the damage dealers dead. That is costly.
Yeah. I think so Weaver has buyback. So this isn't a guaranteed GG push, but this is going to be tough to defend.
Oh, and we have the Ag Scepter on Witch Doctor, a late Ag Scepter, but this will help a lot for popping his ult if they can't take him down. This will make him so much more effective. Weaver does buy back, so that kind of evens the playing field as far as buybacks go. They're going to try to get P. Diddy here. A little bit of an early activation on his Blade Mail, and Tank's just going to die. No, his ult is up. Never mind. Oh, big black hole catches 2. Make that a deadlock. Ariel's going to go down as well. Are they going to be able to get Inferno? 100 seconds dead for Locke, and his buyback is not up. Oh, that's going to be 2 dead. Buyback's not up for either of them.
This game is so confusing. I don't know what to think.
Oh, man. All right, they can go mid now, and that's exactly what they're going to do. P. Diddy is the only damage dealer left. He does have a Daedalus, but that's not going to be enough. They're going to be able to march down mid. The Weaver is alive. What's he got now? He's got, working on that Butterfly, big buyback by him. So if you take a look at the buyback statuses again, no one can buy back except the only hero left alive on the Radiant, well, and Lion. Meanwhile, we have 53 seconds left on the buyback for Sniper. Does he have enough gold? I assume yes, he does have enough gold. So if they can get in there before 45 seconds, they're going to be able to get these racks down. That's going to even up the field a little bit. The big thing is if they're going to be able to get a second lane, and they have the Desolator there, so they might be able to get it. 34 seconds left on the buyback for Sniper. They push in mid. They're going to get the range racks, no problem. They do not have fortification either. They do have fortification on the Dire, so they're going to try to go. They're going to go for the GG right now. They're going right down mid. They've got all their team there. Arrow does not hit. Arrow does hit. It doesn't even matter. Are they going to be able to get him? Yes. LCL is just going to melt. He goes down immediately. Gems on the deck. Are they going to be able to get the throne? They're going for it, but no. Diddy's going for the throne as well. They zip in. Are they going to get a pull? They do get a pull on him. Are they going to be able to take him down? They are going to be able to take down Diddy. Meanwhile, the throne on the other side. Diddy goes down. The throne's alive. Half health. I Did Your Dad goes down. Gem is on the deck. P Diddy gets buys back. Is going on Slammy. They're going to be able to get it, and the throne is down. That's GG.
Wow.
What a game.
Wow.
I'm going to need a second. So that
Amazing.
was one of the most back and forth exciting games I've casted in a long time. Great team fights from both teams. QPR, too bad. Hold in. QPR with a little bit better last hitting, but too bad's team fights and their mid game, and it just I can't sum that up in
Wow.
a sentence. All I can say is we will see you guys for a game 3.